If you've got a product or range of products that's selling well on Amazon, then first off, congratulations, because that's a lot further than most people get. But here's the problem with that. What if your Amazon account was to get suspended tomorrow, or a competitor comes along and tanks your listing, or the competition gets too much and you can't compete on PPC anymore? What happens to your business? What part of it survives? Most sellers don't realize how fragile Amazon really is until it's too late. You see all of the horror stories out there of Amazon accounts of multi 8-figure plus brands getting shut down overnight with absolutely no explanation why. So that is why today I'm going to be breaking down 4 ways to diverse your Amazon business, free you from your dependency on Amazon. This will ultimately give you more sales and more control over your business, because what most people don't realize, as an Amazon seller, you don't own your business, Amazon does. And I know a lot of us as e-commerce entrepreneurs dream of one day exiting our brands and walking out with a nice 7-8+ figure payday by selling it. What you don't realize, if you're actually fully Amazon dependent, you're not going to be able to get 1/10 of what you could get if you actually had a fully diverse business. Now, let's start off with option number 1, which is expand internationally. So as a UK seller, you probably look first to Europe, and then maybe you'd look even further afield to marketplaces such as the US, Canada, or Australia and Japan. The logic makes sense. You can reuse your listings. You're staying in your field of expertise on Amazon. You can let Amazon continue to handle the logistics and reach an enormous customer base worldwide. But here's the catch. International expansion sounds easy until you realize that some of your VAT registrations alone are going to take you 6 months. So if you started today, the chances are a country like Germany or Spain, you won't even be able to start selling your products there until next year. Endless amounts of red tape, product testing and compliance laws that you need to get a handle of and learn fully before you expand your business. Then you've got listing translations. These can cost thousands of pounds, especially if you have a range of products. Then you've got high tariffs that could wipe out any margins you have left in your product, and sometimes way lower demand than you expect. Now, of course, a country like Germany does have a really big Amazon marketplace, and it's a very, very similar size to the UK marketplace. And then obviously we've got the behemoth of the US. Then you've got all the competition over in the US. So worldwide expansion on Amazon is a lot of work. It takes a hell of a lot of time, and the payoff is actually a lot slower and probably a lot less than what a lot of people would care to admit. Now, of course, long term, this can be a really good strategy. If you're looking to start diversifying your business now, then this isn't going to help you, because it's going to take at least 6 months to start doing a lot of this stuff. And it doesn't break you free from the chains of Amazon, which, as we've already discussed, can make your business so much more at risk. Now, of course, there are some really amazing things about expanding your business on Amazon. It stays within your zone of excellence and your zone of real knowledge as an Amazon seller, because let's be honest, if you're watching this video, then you're a very smart business operator. You're probably making thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of pounds per month, and that's not easy. I know for me, most people that try Amazon FBA, they give up. If I think back to everyone that started Amazon at the same time as me, I cannot think of a single person that is actually still going with this business. It's tough. So just take a moment to actually pat yourself on the back, because if you've got a successful or a few successful products on Amazon, you are actually doing really well. But be sure, if you are thinking about international expansion on Amazon, before you do anything, make sure you check product testing laws in the countries you want to expand to, and actually check that there's demand for your product out there. I have products that I sell within the Amazon UK marketplace that make absolutely 0 sales outside of the UK. To me, it's not a UK only product. It seems like a very generic product. I couldn't believe it. I've even had people double check my product research for me, because I actually really couldn't believe there is no market for this product outside the UK. Before you start spending hundreds or thousands of pounds on international expansion, make sure you do your research first. So now that we've covered international expansion, let's move on to option 2, which would be to start a Shopify store. Again, another really smart sounding strategy, because you get to own your customer. This one's almost like the dream for Amazon sellers. You have your own brand, you own your customers, you build your own store, you run some external ads, and boom, you've got a well-built brand. But here's the truth. Unless you really know paid traffic, this is going to be really hard. What makes an Amazon product great is so many products on the platform do really well at that sort of lower price point. Products from 10 to 30 pounds are really, really strong on the Amazon platform. But if you try and scale a product with social media ads that sell them for say 15 pounds, you are really going to struggle to have any kind of margin whatsoever. So the other option is, of course, you could completely reinvent yourself as a content creator and really try and boost your brand with organic ads from social media. But let's be honest, we're business owners, we're not content creators. And even if you do make all of this work on Shopify, you've now got so many more things to manage. These are the things that you don't think about with a Shopify store that Amazon does and manages for you. You've got to manage content, traffic, email marketing, retargeting, customer support, abandoned carts, and all of this stuff that Amazon generally takes care of for you. Of course, there are tools within Amazon to do some of these things, whether that be PPC campaigns or brand tailored promotions. For the most part, Amazon's going to deal with 90% of this for you. So whilst Shopify seems like a really good idea to expand your brand, it's actually probably the worst option on this list because of the amount of time you need to take to become an expert. You see, I've been running my Shopify store for nearly 2 years now, and it is actually just so different to Amazon. Whilst it's in the general sphere of e-commerce, it really couldn't be any more different to running an Amazon business. So if we want to stay within our zone of excellence, which is really around that sort of Amazon business, well then let's talk about option 3, which is just launching more products. Now this is the classic route. You know how to do this, you know how to do product research, you know how to find successful products. You probably have a well hashed out launch strategy as well. So what do? You launch more SKUs, more colors, more options, maybe even related products, or maybe even completely different products in a completely different category under a completely different brand. And it feels like growth. It really does. I've been in this place myself before, but each new ASIN is basically a new startup. You need new inventory, new photos and keyword research, new PPC campaign, ranking strategy, general market knowledge, and all of this dilutes your focus from your one core product, your one core brand, because the majority of e-commerce businesses, 80% of your sales are going to come from 20% of your product. So you really need to be focused in, laser focused on your top performers and your top sellers. And by doing this strategy, you're spreading yourself way too thin and having to know way too many markets, compliance laws, and many, many more things that you need to manage to be able to make this diversification method work. And yet again, we are still not breaking free from the chains of Amazon. I'm sure if you've had any kind of success on the Amazon platform, you've definitely done some slightly failed Amazon product launches. Products that you've binned off after a certain amount of time because maybe they're not profitable enough. Think how much money you're going to continue wasting by expanding your product catalog all the time, and all of the extra time and effort that is going to take to manage that. All of the failed SKUs, they're going to cost you your business growth momentum. You're better off focusing down on one brand and really trying to build that brand into the best thing it can possibly be. So with that in mind, let's talk about the fourth and the final option and how this option really can help you to stay focused on your brand and not just build it into another Amazon product listing, but actually the key word here is building a brand. So option 4 is going to be launching your existing products, your existing brand on TikTok Shop. Now this actually really worked for me, and this is the reason why I'm able to outsell my competition by a ridiculous multiplier. So all you need to do is literally copy and paste your Amazon products onto TikTok Shop. To get your TikTok Shop set up will probably take you 20 minutes. Copy all your product listings over, maybe 10 minutes. This literally takes like less than 5 minutes per listing. You don't need to spend loads of money on ads. You don't need to spend loads of money on new inventory, and you don't need to learn a whole new skill set. All you literally need to do is copy your products from one platform onto another. And the great thing about TikTok, it is very, very similar to Amazon. I mean, even look at the name. We have Amazon Seller Central and TikTok Seller Center. I wonder where they got the inspiration for that name from. So all you need to do to get started on TikTok is then find some software, connect your TikTok Shop with your Amazon FBA inventory so you can get Amazon to start shipping out your inventory on TikTok Shop. And as you progress and proceed and really start to build your brand and start generating sales on TikTok Shop, then there are ways to make this far more efficient, maybe even making the most of services such as Fulfilled by TikTok, because this can definitely be cheaper and therefore more profitable for you as a business owner than using Amazon to fulfill your TikTok orders. But that's definitely a topic for another day. So how do you actually get started with TikTok Shop? Well, as I've already alluded to, you need to set up your TikTok Shop and you need to copy your products over. And then once that's done, then I would strongly recommend take maybe just 2 hours, do a little bit of research first, and then start doing some product videos on TikTok Shop. So all you need to do is look for similar or competing products on TikTok Shop and look for videos that have performed well for those products to generate some sales. And it's really obvious to tell which videos have performed well, because let's say we're trying to sell a tablet stand. If you just literally head over to TikTok, search in the search bar, tablet stand, and then look for the top videos that are coming up that have that little yellow box in there that has a product link, whatever the top videos are with the most most likes, the most views, etc., they're probably going to be the ones that have sold the most. And then all you need to do is rehash those videos. Make 10, 20 videos. This can literally take you a few minutes per video. I would say you could aim for at least 10 videos an hour. Get a few made and get them posted up onto your TikTok shop, and you'll start generating a few sales just from that. Then the next thing you need to do is do a little bit of affiliate outreach. Again, this will only take you a couple of hours. And if you actually spend a couple of hours doing this, then you'll be able to reach a ridiculous amount of affiliates. And there are, of course, lots of AI tools out there to help you with this and really streamline that process, whether that's making sure your copy is accurate or even actually finding the affiliates for you. Then once you have these affiliates, you send out some free samples, and then they'll start posting and building the brand for you. And all you have to do is pay up front for the cost of the shipping and the cost of goods to send that product to your affiliate. So you're probably looking at less than £5 or £10 per affiliate video that you're getting is an upfront cost. And the rest just comes as a commission payment once the affiliate actually makes a sale with your product. Now, one really important thing to note here is make sure you have a very competitive affiliate commission rate set up. And if you want to learn more about that, I have linked a video about running TikTok Shop affiliate down in the description below. So the results of actually launching your brand on TikTok Shop is going to bring you organic sales, real views of your brand. You will actually build up brand presence and brand engagement with your customers, because we all know the people that are going to win are actually the brands that are showing up where their customers are spending their free time. And the great thing about TikTok is that you can help create demand, whereas Amazon, you're fulfilling existing demand because people are searching for a tablet stand already. But on TikTok, you are showing it to them and creating demand. So let's go over again why TikTok Shop actually works the best for Amazon sellers. So you already have a proven product on the biggest marketplace in the world. If it works on Amazon, it's going to work on TikTok. You already have all of your photos, all of your reviews, and all of this listing data, and you're probably going to have a much better listing than your TikTok Shop competitors, because Amazon is such a tight game and you have to do every little bit you can to make your listings better. If your listing is good enough to sell on Amazon, then it's going to be way better than 90% of listings on TikTok Shop. Another thing is that you have these TikTok creators that make a living by promoting other people's products, and your product could be their next biggest hit. I know for me, I've had creators make thousands of pounds in commission a month from just one of my products. And just a little note for you there as a little bonus tip: if you ever get an affiliate that starts to see some success with your product, is absolutely worth your time to invest into them. Maybe organize a call or just WhatsApp message, or just send them a few messages every now and then, checking in, do they need anything from you, and how can you help them continue making more brilliant videos for your brand, which helps you make profit, but also helps them make awesome commissions from your product. Now, we are still in the early adopter phase of TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop has only been in the UK for a couple of years, so we are still in the early days, just like if you'd gotten into Amazon FBA 10 years ago. So if you actually get in on this opportunity now, you really have that early mover advantage, and you're going to have that advantage over your Amazon competitors, because not only does TikTok Shop give you TikTok Shop sales, but it will also help boost your Amazon sales. I'm sure you probably know someone who wouldn't buy a product off TikTok Shop. I know I do. Even for me personally, if I see a product that I really like on TikTok Shop, I'm still going to go and look on Amazon for it. And this is what a lot of people still do. Whilst they might discover your product on TikTok, they might then go to Amazon to buy it. And if they came across your brand first, then that's probably the brand they're going to be searching for. So to sum up, to expand onto TikTok Shop as an Amazon seller, it's fast, it's cheap, it's fairly risk-free, and you are not starting over, unlike a platform like Shopify. TikTok Shop gives us more exposure, more sales, and more control for our brand without needing to start from scratch, and without having to spend hours learning how to run ads or creating content, or even having to fight through endless red tape to expand a business worldwide. So if you're serious about expanding your e-commerce business, then this is absolutely the right move for you. So if you want to see exactly how to set up a TikTok Shop and start making sales from your TikTok Shop, and then also boosting your Amazon brand, then I've made a full step-by-step walkthrough, which is available on the end screen now for you to watch, on how to start your first TikTok Shop.